Released in 1997, MRC, or Multi-Racing Championship, arrived during a formative moment for 3D racers. The Nintendo 64 had only just begun to flex its polygonal muscles, and developers were experimenting wildly with physics, track design, and the new possibilities of analog control. Genki's MRC leaned into realism, at least by the standards of the time, offering multiple vehicle types, customizable parts, and tracks that featured branching paths. Reviewers at the time were intrigued but divided. Some praised the handling and the novelty of choosing between off-road and sports car routes, while others felt the game's early praise was inflated simply because it wasn't Cruisin' USA. N64 magazine famously dropped its score from 81% to 71%, and later to a brutal 50% in its directory. GameSpot was even harsher, criticizing the lack of speed and the dull sense of motion, an unforgivable flaw in a racing game competing with the likes of Ridge Racer and Sega Rally. MRC tried to straddle both worlds. It had the techno soundtrack and arcade presentation of Ridge Racer, but the handling leaned toward realism, without fully committing to either identity. This left it feeling slightly confused compared to the razor-focused design of its competitors. Where Ridge Racer delivered silky speed and Top Gear Rally offered deeper physics, MRC sat awkwardly in the middle, ambitious, but not polished enough to stand out. Viewed today, MRC feels like a cult curiosity rather than a forgotten failure. Modern racing games like Forza Horizon and Gran Turismo, and even indie hits like Art of Rally, have perfected physics, customization, and open-ended track design. Compared to them, MRC is undeniably primitive. But that's also its charm. In 2026, retro gamers appreciate MRC for its experimental spirit. Its branching tracks feel like early precursors to the multi-route designs seen in modern arcade racers. Its customization system, though simple, foreshadows the tuning depth that would later define the genre. And its attempt to blend off-road and street racing feels surprisingly modern, something you'd expect from a contemporary hybrid racer. Even its flaws are endearing. The lack of speed criticism now reads less like a deal-breaker and more like a quirky design choice from a team still figuring out 3D racing. MRC isn't a masterpiece, but it is a fascinating time capsule. It's the kind of game that reminds us how experimental the early 3D era was, how developers were learning in real time, and how even flawed games can leave a lasting impression. In 2026, MRC stands as a scrappy, charming relic, a racer that aimed high, stumbled often, but carved out a tiny, loyal fan base who still appreciate its ambition.
Sharp right turn. Turn. Turn right. You're coming up to a fork soon. Sharp right turn. Curve left. Straight course from here on. Now push it to the floor. Curve left. Sharp left turn. Wow, he does it. Watch out for a sharp drop. It's a straight course from here on. Now push it to the floor.
2 laps to go.
You're coming up to a fork soon. Wow, easy does it. Don't give up yet. Go on, pass them all. Sharp left turn. You're coming up to a fork soon. Curve left. Curve right. The road will get narrow. Sharp right turn. Curve left. Sharp left turn.
Countdown.
Coming up to a fork.
9, 8, 7, 6. Get point.
Come on, you've got to do better or we won't make it in time.